Hi, so I'm really behind on my weekly videos and I'm a mess, but I'm just gonna try and do this quickly. Okay, so on technically Monday, I woke up to see the lunar eclipse, but I fell asleep like 5 minutes before it properly started. I saw some of it and I saw the orange, but most of it I missed. And then later on in the evening, Eli gave me a makeover, and I think she chose some really nice colours first. Paola, Eli's friend, gave me this temporary tattoo to put on, and then we had some time. She did my nails like this, and then she did my makeup. By the way, my hair has changed colour because I use silver shampoo and I love it. It's amazing. It made such a difference. Okay. So on Tuesday I had a vent about all my worries about Lappy and training and biting, but that's not really that interesting or important. Yeah, and I don't really know. But okay, so now I'm gonna be back to my editing. Also, I'm pretty sure my period is gonna start today. It did, which is not fun. And it was not. Actually, I would say it hugely affected how I felt that week. But I don't know why, but all of my symptoms were worse than usual. I was more tired, I was dizzy, my head hurt, I was cranky, I had bad cramping, and I was just so hormonal. I came down one morning and threw a tantrum because I didn't have enough clothes, and every time I saw any of Joanne's Harry Potter, I was just sobbing pretty much. Oh, it was terrible. It really affected that week, this week, to be honest. It was Gletty's birthday on Thursday. I think that's how you say it. She's Joanne Mark's sister. And it was just a normal lunch at her mum's house that we have. I didn't film much, but I did film this locally made drink called Muscatel. And it's this like really sweet drink. It was delicious. It was really good. Yeah, and we had cake. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that my vlog for last week is just taking forever to edit. It was 2.5 hours long originally. I decided it's going to be less of my face talking and more voiceover showing the stuff that I'm actually seeing some more. Of course, the problem with that is I have to write a script. I have to film a lot. Everywhere I go, tampons are falling on the floor. I've had about 4 to 5. It's too windy to hear me, but I was saying I have about 5 hours of available time to edit in the weekdays, and I'm doing stuff in the weekends. And I just hadn't been fully taking advantage of those hours because I just couldn't focus. And my focus was so bad that week, and everything was taking so long. And because I feel I need to be making these YouTube videos, I'm not doing the other things that I want to do. So all the writing that I thought I would be doing, I haven't been doing. The Spanish learning I haven't done. Writing in my book, making notes of everything that I've learned. I haven't really been doing any of that. John Mark took me, his mum and the kids to the Poblet, which is a monastery sort of out of Espluga on the other side, or Espluga de Francoli, I think is the full name of the town. And we missed the tour by 10 minutes, and the tour is the part where you pay and then they take you around this huge monastery. But we could go in the free part, which we could see, and I saw where some of the buried kings of Catalonia are, which was cool, from a distance. What was kind of weird was how familiar the architecture was, but how different the smell was. Whenever I go into like a cathedral in England, I don't usually smell incense like that. It was so strongly of incense. I was like, oh yeah, it was just different. And it was like, oh yes, familiar, but not familiar. And after that, we went to Esther's parents' house, and there was this big market / fun fair that was up that day. So we quickly went to the fun fair, looked a bit at the market.
Oh, look at that big bird. Hi.
And then after that, we went back to Ramon and Pila's house for lunch, and more of Esther's family came. As an aside, I'm never sure how to act when it comes to like meeting people or even people who I've already met. Like, do I go for the kisses? Do I do 2? Do I do 1? Do I not? If I don't do it, is it rude? If I do it, is it weird? I don't know. So lunch was huge. It was 6 courses. I had no idea it was going to be that many. But good job I did eat so much food though, because I got a bit tipsy. Like, I didn't mean to. It was just very strong. I was plied with wine and champagne, and I hadn't eaten that day. I mean, I wouldn't have driven. Let's just say I would not have been comfortable driving. So I went back to the market before everybody else because I'm slow. And then I ended up meeting up with Pila and Ramon and the kids. And Pila and Ramon were so lovely because they bought me these earrings. I was choosing them and I was thinking, and then they came over and then they bought them for me, and it was so lovely, and I really appreciate it. I think they look lovely. I know I missed parts of the market, but everyone started heading back, so I thought, oh, okay, Esther and John must be coming to pick us up soon. So I went with them, but they weren't going to come and pick us up, and then I was waiting, and it was awkward, and I felt really bad because in the end I did ask to be picked up and to be taken back. It's just, I need time alone in my territory to recharge and regroup. So I feel a bit bad for that, but I think everyone else had fun. So Sunday. So about this time in Catalonia, people have this party called a calcadora. Calcorada. Just lots of people have these parties where they eat this particular kind of onion, and it's just because there's this particular kind of onion that grows here that is fresh, and it kind of reminds me of wassailing and what we do at home in West Country with the apples and cider. And actually I think it was the same day that my mum went to our village's wassailing party. So that was a bit of a coincidence because it's not one particular day, it's just the season that the calcatora is. So this party was hosted by this family. It was at John Mark's family home in the mountains, and they had friends come over, some family come over, and it's in this lovely old home. Like, the home is gorgeous.
Are you recording?
Mm-hmm. Look, the old window is behind this modern window that's been placed there. Oh, look at all of this.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes, and this skill too.
Have a look. Wow. Oh, I love the ceiling. And proper old-fashioned. Oh, I love that. I love that.
There.
Yeah.
Yes, you can take off. It's like this.
I see. Oh my goodness, look at that. What's those for?
I think the kids had a lot of fun because there were other kids for them to play with, and there were little football fans there. Somebody put up an iPad so they could all watch the football match. And there was this there's this like traditional Catalan method of drinking wine, and there's this wine in this vessel with a spout, and you just tip it into your mouth and just let it pour into your mouth. It's impressive, it's scary. Ivan kept telling me to give it a go, and I was like, nope, I'm not, I will get that everywhere. But yeah, it's crazy. You either need a lot of serviettes or a lot of skill. Also, how lovely of Joanne, Mark and Esther to find cider for me. It was lovely. Oh man, it's the first sip I had of cider here. It was just like, I'm home. So at these parties, a big reel of paper is laid out on a long table. Then all these onions are put in this grill thing and put in an actual fire. And then you take them out, wrap them in newspaper, and you wait for them all to cook. Then the newspapers with the onions go on the table. Everyone stands up. So you take a charcoal onion, you take the centre part out of the outer layers, you dip it in a dip, and then you tip your head back and eat it.
Check another one.
It's okay. It was not okay. I thought he was telling me to do another for demonstration purposes, but actually you're only meant to eat like the first 2 bites of an onion, and then you just discard the rest. Okay. Yeah, it's an extremely like messy and undignified, very un-English event. Like, I'm still not over that people use their hands to take stuff from the middle of the table and put it on their plate. Like, less alone this. I had charcoal was just covering my hands. So there's charcoal, you're standing up, you're dripping stuff everywhere, there's grease, it's just a huge mess. I thought I was going to stain myself at every twist and turn, and I'm sure anyone who knows me thinks that I did, but actually, it came out in the wash. I did get it on me. Yeah, it was enjoyable. Anyway, here is how people who actually know how to eat it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
But yeah, after the whole onion thing is over, people put the remains back in the paper, they roll the paper up, and they just discard the whole thing. Crap. So that was my week. Hopefully it won't take me as long to finish this video, because I am on week 5 as I'm recording week 3 stuff. Okay, hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye!